Hi there, these comments are for MT, and I'm giving you some integrated writing feedback. And let me take a look at what you wrote here. So I am from onlinetoeflcourse.com, OTC. And let me get the rubrics here for a second. Give me a quick second. Let me make sure I have the writing rubrics. And after I read it, my goodness, I think that it's in the 5 area. You have a response at this level successfully selects the important information from the lecture and coherently and accurately presents this information. I think that I'm very rare. I don't like to give this score very much, but with you, your writing is so incredibly high. I think it's at least 30 points out of 30. You're above what they require, I think, for the TOEFL. Your writing is now above that, at least the one that I read right now. Okay, so let's take a look at it. So the only correction that I made on your integrated writing practice test was here. You have illustrating the pterosaur's back leg muscles. I'm going to change this to I'm going to change it. Sounds like it's pretty certain we're not. You want to say would not have been strong enough. I'm going to say we're not strong enough because it looks like this is more of a certainty. So illustrating the evidence of fossil bones illustrate the pterosaur's back leg muscles were not strong enough for the launching activity. Right? That's the only grammatical correction I made in the entire essay. So you have a very good introduction. You connect the main point from the reading and the lecture. You talk about the first point in the reading passage. You also talk about the second point in the listening passage here, and you repeat that organization throughout your body paragraphs. So really good writing. And you're using the right tone and the right verb tenses throughout that essay, except for the one paragraph here where I made this correction. So to go back to your question here, you see you mentioned previously if I'd like to describe a past condition, I would need to transform to do to have done. But it's not just a past condition. I'm talking about an impossible past condition. So therefore, it would have been unlikely for him to have written that manuscript. So I think because you're talking about a past impossible condition, you're using to have written instead of to write. And then it sounds like if I say, I want to complete that paper now, you're talking about something that's happening more as a potential event. If you say, I wanted to have completed that paper, you're now talking about a past action there and something that didn't happen. So either it's a potential action as an infinitive to write, which means it might happen, or it's a past infinitive, which means that it didn't happen, and that's kind of what you're trying to communicate there. So when you read it, you say it would have been unlikely for him to have written that manuscript, it means that most likely he did not write that manuscript. So you say, I'm confused among all those past tenses. Did, past simple, was doing, past continuous, had done, and then past perfect, and had been done, past perfect continuous. So you're going to have to go to Google on that. I don't have time to explain all that. It'd take me a good hour just to go through all that in this video, and I don't have time for that. But I think that in the essay that you wrote, you say, I'm not sure if I have used the past tenses correctly in this practice exercise. Please give me some feedback. Yes, you did. You had great control over your verb tenses except for this one in this final paragraph. All right? Your writing is very high. I'm going to put you at 30 out of 30 points on this integrated writing practice test.